Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Here we are again with English grammar lessons. Let's see together lesson number 6. Lesson 6, adverbs. The adverbs. Of course, if you want to talk about any parts of speech, we have to define it. So let's define what is the adverb. The adverb is a word among the different words in English. It is a part of speech in English. So the adverb normally, or the adverbs are words like tomorrow, daily, badly, once, and to. They tell us more about other words, especially verbs. This is case number 1. They also tell us more about adjectives, and they also tell us more about even other adverbs. So, concerning the first examples, so it modifies, we said the adverbs, they modify what? Words like the verb, sorry. Examples of this: the child smiled sweetly. So the adverb sweetly modifies what? Modifies the verb smiled. She walked slowly. Slowly modifies what? Also the verb walked. So what does it mean here? It means that normally if I have a verb, I may give more details about it just by of course adding this adverb. So when I say she walked slowly, it means what? Here I'm talking about the degree of her walk. So she walked slowly. Slowly modifies what? The verb walked. She talked politely. Politely, it means what? She didn't talk roughly or in a very rude way, etc. So politely, so to express or to give more details about the way she talked to me. This is normally about the adverbs that modify the verbs. Now we move to the second case when the adverbs modify adjectives. So the adverbs can also modify adjectives. Examples we have: it was, normally it was a very important what? Question. A very important question. So very normally modifies importance. So it gives more details to the question. To the important question, sorry. So very important. Important is an adjective and very modifies importance. Now I may say it is an important question and I stop. But I say it is a very important, here I want to clarify the degree of its importance. And we can say you are so sweet. You are what? So sweet. So sweet. So I can say you are sweet, but to give more details, to give a degree of to this adjective, I say so sweet. So it makes it more clear. So it makes it clearer. So modifies what? So modifies of course the adjective sweet. We have the third case, adverbs that can also modify other adverbs, and here we have he walked very slowly. He walked very slowly. Very modifies the adverb slowly. Like here, very, it modifies importance, which is an adjective, and it can also modify another adverb, which is like slowly. He walked very slowly. She sang extremely well. she sang extremely well. So the degree of can I say the quality of the song. Extremely here, it modifies the verb, the adverb well. So these are all about the definition of the adverbs. So the adverbs are words that can modify what? The verbs, like the child smiled sweetly, she talked or she walked slowly, also he talked politely. So, and also it modifies other adjectives, adjectives like important, so important, very important, so sweet. It also modifies what other adverbs, like he walked very slowly. Okay, and here, based on this normally definitions of adverbs, we can move to the types of adverbs. Types of adverbs. We have adverbs of manner. They answer the question how. We have adverbs of place. They answer the question where, to talk about the location or direction. Adverbs of time, to answer the question when. Adverbs of frequency, to answer the question how many. And the adverbs of degree, to answer the question to what degree. And sentence adverbs, they modify the whole sentence. Let's start now with the first parts, which is the adverbs of manner. So the adverbs of manner, they are like carefully, badly, quickly, in a friendly way. And by the way, we can have even adverb phrases, like here, in a friendly way. Okay, it's a group of words that modify normally the verb or something else. Of course, here we have an example. The truck moved slowly. The truck moved slowly. You must pick the glass up very carefully. Carefully, it modifies normally, it is an adverb, of manner. Okay, it answers the question how. How you or how I or you must pick the glass up. So, adverbs of place, they answer the question where. In Algiers, to Algeria, abroad, downstairs, underneath, over here, and so on. And these are normally adverbs of place. Adverbs of place. Location or direction. So, on both they talk about the place. She's working inside. Where? Inside. Anne is staying abroad. Where? Abroad. Not in the country, inside the country. It is or she is abroad. So, these are normally adverbs of place or adverb or place, adverb phrase or place adverbs. So we can call them like this. Adverbs of time. So here they tell us the time, when. And they answer the question when. Such as on Saturday, for a long time, now, eventually. So I can say we'll go to the park tomorrow. Jane will meet you on Saturday. So here I give normally the time expression. So this time expression is called an adverb or an adverb phrase. Adverbs of frequency. Frequency, how many times? Okay, how many times it is repeated. So I say adverbs of frequency like always, often, sometimes, twice a week, monthly, again. I say once is fine, but twice is not. So this is an idiomatic expression. So once is okay, I accept it, but twice is too much. Okay? So, I often meet Laura in the park. I often meet Laura in the park. I often here, so it's not always, but repeatedly. Okay, repeatedly I can, normally I meet her in the park. Or I can say sometimes, normally separate periods, twice a week, so it's very clear. So here I give normally the frequency of the event, how many times it was repeated, this event. Adverbs of degree answer the question to what degree. Almost, a bit, quite, hardly, very much, only, and even. I went to bed early. I was really tired. Really tired. I can't say I was tired, but I can't bear. But when I say I was really tired, it means I can't do anything else. I'm exhausted. Okay? I quite like that dress. I quite like that dress. So I say I really admire it. I quite like it. So this is the adverb of degree. So it makes it clear that to what extent, to what degree. Okay. Sentence adverbs. The sentence adverbs, they are adverbs in English that modify the whole sentence. Example of this: obviously, definitely, presumably, probably, and naturally. The new system is definitely an improvement on the old one. Definitely, here it modifies the whole system. I'm talking about the new system and how it is an improvement on the old one. So here I don't specify a noun or a verb or anything else. I specify the whole sentence. Hopefully, I will be there before 10 o'clock. So here I'm precise. Hopefully. I may say unfortunately, fortunately, and so on. So, and most of the time you either we find them by the beginning or by the end, and sometimes you can find them in the middle, like the case of the first example. So let's move to the next slide, my dear students. Okay, good. Here we have the formation of adverbs. So the adverbs, we have seen their kinds, their definition, and now let's see how to form an adverb. So the adverbs, especially adverbs of manner, they can be derived from a stem, which is a verb, or it can be derived from an adjective, and most of the time from adjectives. And sometimes we find them as they are, without any change. So let's see together how to form an adverb. If the adjective ends in y, replace it with an I and then add ly. So instead of the y, I put I, ly. We have here adjectives. As I previously explained, that most of the adjectives, most of the adverbs, they are formed from adjectives. So they are derived from what? From adjectives. So adjectives, how to form from adjectives adverbs. Look here, happy. I've normally dropped out the y and I put instead what? I and ly. Happily. Another example, angry. What do we have here? Angry. It became I omit or I drop out the y. Instead, I add the I, ly. Angrily. Lucky, luckily. Okay? In other cases, what do we have? Adjectives. Here, basic, basically. So I add al, ly. Economic, economically. If the adjective ends in ic, we add a double ly. Okay, like in basic, economic. This rule, however, has an extreme, has an exception. So the adverb formed from public is publicly, not publicly. Okay, so there are exceptions to the rule, so we cannot count them all. So you have to check this in the dictionaries, and by reading a lot different books you can get them most. Okay. Also, if the adjective ends in able, or le, replace the e, the final e, with an I. Okay, examples for this we have probable, I omit the e and I put instead the y. Probably. Gentle, the e, gently. Humble, humbly. Okay, so, and of course we have some adjectives that do not need normally this rule, adding ly, etc. So most of the time we talk about mainly the adverbs of manner, okay, that are derived from the adjectives. Okay, so what do we have here? We have also, as usual to the English grammar, we have all the time such kind of irregularity. So irregularity, it means we have some parts of speech that cannot normally follow the rules. Okay, and here we have the adverbs. Also we have seen irregular nouns, and here we have irregular adverbs too. So most adverbs are formed by adding ly to an adjective. Example, slow, slowly. This is the rule. However, there are some irregular adverbs that do not normally accept this rule, ly by the end. We have example for this, good. The adjective, good. It will be well as an adverb. Fast, it stays fast. Hard, hard. Late, it will be late. Early, early. Daily, daily. So daily, I can say daily work, and I can say I work daily. Okay, I work daily. I work out daily, every day. It means it is an early question and it is an early problem. Okay, and I woke up early, so it differs. Late, the late, for example, solution. Instead, I can say I came late. It is a hard work, or I work hard. A fast car, or I did it fast. It is a good job. You did it well. So it changes totally. Okay. So some adjectives, when being an adverbs, they cannot be changed, and with some adverbs we change. For example, good, it will be well. I cannot say good as I cannot use good as an adverb. Instead, I can use well. So that's all about the formation of adverbs. Let's move now to the position of adverbs. So the position of adverbs, as it is in front of you in this slide, we have the position of adverbs. They can be front, can be mid, can be end, or can say can be initial, can be mid, and can be final. So let's talk about the front position of the adverbs. So the front position of the adverbs. So the front position of the adverbs, here I talk about what? Adverbs as initial, words and subject and the rest of the sentence. I said, suddenly the car stopped. Suddenly the car stopped. So the adverb comes before the subject here. This is called the front adverb, or it is an initial position, or the adverb is in its initial position. It can be also in the mid position, like in the case here, the sun always rises in the east. So the adverb comes between the subject and its verb. End position or final position, it is the subject, the main verb, the objects, and the adverb. I shouted angrily. I shouted angrily. Okay? Tina opened the door quietly. Tina opened the door quietly. Okay? So here it comes by the end of the adverb, of the sentence, and this is normally called the final adverbs, or the adverbs in the final position. So here, and there are some adverbs in English that do not have only one position. They can have different positions. For example, they can be before the subject, can be before the verb, can be before the object, can be before another adverb, or before an adjective. And each time we change them, they even change the meaning of the sentence. Okay? That's all about the adverbs in English, my dear students. Of course, before telling you thank you for watching, let's recapitulate together what we have seen along these slides. Of course, we have seen the definition of adverbs, and we have talked about the different cases of adverbs in English. We talked about the adverbs that normally modify the verbs, and we talked about also the adverbs that modify the adjectives, and we talked about the adverbs that modify other adverbs. We have also talked about the adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, of frequency, of degree, and of the whole sentence. And we have seen also different examples about them. And of course, we have talked also about the formation of adverbs, especially when talking about the formation adding ly, and we said that normally the adverbs we can form the adverbs from adjectives. Okay, so and to do this, normally we add the ly to most of the adverbs. Yes, we have irregular adverbs, as I said, that normally differ in terms of their formation. So their formation, they can be the same as adjectives, and sometimes you can find different, if you can say different adverbs in terms of their normally letters. Okay. We have also seen the position of adverbs, talking about the front, the mid, and the end positions of the adverbs in English, and also we have seen examples about that, and we talked about the adverbs that can change even the meaning of the sentence according to their positions. For example, if I say, I only want to talk to you. So here, I only want. So the only action I want to do is to talk to you. If I say, only I want to talk to you. Here, only I want to talk to you, it means something else. So only I, not someone else. Okay, so it changes the meaning totally. Only I, it means who wants to or who wants to talk to you. Okay, so only I want only to talk to you. I want only to talk to you. So here, I want only, so only to talk to you, only you. I want to talk to you only, so not someone else. Okay, so here, even the position of the adverb can change even the meaning of this sentence. So what I mean by this sentence, so the sentence is the same, but if I change the position of adverb from one place to another, so everything will be changed. And this is not only with the adverb only, it can occur also with different other adverbs, and mainly here we talk about adverbs of degree, especially adverbs of degree. So we have seen the front position, and we talked about the front position in terms of the adverbs that come as an initial at the initial position, and we talked also about the adverbs that come by the mid. But when I say mid position, I'm not talking about they come directly after the adverbs. This is just an example. It can be after the verb, okay, not always before the verb. I can say he is always here. So after the verb to be, normally we use the adverb after the verb to be, not before it. So this is normally about the mid position. About the final position, we talked about the adverbs that come by the end of the sentences in English. And normally the adverbs in English are of course mainly adverbs of manner that are a large or a long list. Yet the other adverbs, for example adverbs of degree and adverbs of frequency, they are limited. Okay, so my dear students, I hope that you have benefited from this lessons, or this lesson, I mean lesson number 6 for the adverbs. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope that we are going to see you in the next videos. Thank you very much, and goodbye.